Let's go.
They slept on me.
Platinum.
Guess what? We coming back at you. Sure will. We ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line, y'all.
I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. As a motherfucking beat drop.
Tell you something now, I'm hip hop. Ain't nowhere for hell that I'ma stop. I'ma set it on fire on every block. As I'm pippin' in my fast car. I'm racing like, whoa, I like the NASCAR. Music bumpin', I don't care who don't like it. With my Lamborghini, yeah, I'm just so excited. About to tear the streets up with my wheels. Smoke coming from the muffler, give me chills. I gotta get the goal, oh yes indeed. The finish line, make them bob and weave.
As I cross across the finish line. As I cross the finish line.
Welcome to the show, Fanatical Massholes, the boy Mizzo. Black Friday. All the shoppers out there, be safe. Hopefully, get what you want. Thank you for watching. Got a good show for y'all tonight. Bunch of topics. Tom Brady says the NFL is basically mediocre. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm gonna play that for you. We got a few more topics going on. NBA, most loved players on each team. I'm getting into that. I disagree with some of the players. Also, another topic, crazy topic. I'm gonna bring in my boy Pac-Man. He's gonna join me in the next segment. Is Smooth Criminal, the video for Michael Jackson, better than the Thriller video? I think so. I'm gonna tell you why. And also, we got some other, Bozo's rants, my locks, all that, stick and stay. We also hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was cool. Everybody got the itis, sleep it off. If not, get up, play some video games, drink some more, do what you do, Glad everybody had a good time, though. All right, before I get into everything, I'd like to thank our sponsors. You're looking at a plate, hit my man Timothy Brunfield up, Big Belly Barbecue. Fat Boy 508, I believe it is. Fat Boy the Chef, I'm sorry. Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. He's Timothy Brunfield on Facebook. He caters. He goes places. He's been at Worcester State the past couple weeks. So check him out. Follow him online to know where he's at. Get his location. Also, like I said, he does catering. So if you're looking to get your party catered, he's got all the good food for you. Everything, whatever you want. Lobster tails, lamb chops, doesn't matter. He can do it all. So hit him up. Also, if you're looking to get some clothes, hit up my man C's Black, aka Charles Price. He's got a store out in Southbridge, Massachusetts called Young Fly Forever. He's also online. www.youngflyforever.com. They got clothes for kids, men, women, all the fly gear. He's got suits too for men, so 3-piece suits too. So yeah, he got you looking real dapper. Check him out. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. All right, here we go. First topic. Obviously, we're gonna react to what happened yesterday. Thanksgiving Day games. Man, they were pretty trash. Other than the first game, Green Bay and the Lions tried to make it close and basically got a garbage time touchdown. But other than that, man, all the games are dominated. 2 by the road team, 1 by the home team. Start with the Lions, Packers. Packers, Lions. Packers win 29-22. It wasn't really that close, honestly, with you. Even though the Packers outgained them, Packers had the ball for a lot longer. They had more first downs. The Lions. The Lions outgained them. The Lions had more first downs. The Packers looked better. Jordan Love, 22 for 32, 268, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Christian Watson, 5 receptions, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Look on the other side. Remember the stat I was telling you about? When quarterbacks drop back to throw the ball more than 40 times. The record is trash. They're way under 500. Jared Goff, 29 for 44. He dropped back 44 times. He threw 2 touchdowns, but again, that last touchdown came when the game was basically over. 3 forced fumbles, 1 fumble return for a touchdown by the Packers. Packers came up. My takeaway, that's that one. My takeaway from that game is basically the Lions had a chance to get it done. They didn't. They look bad. And yeah, I'm worried about Detroit. Again, I had Green Bay get into the playoffs anyway. That was my team out of the NFC North. I had them getting to the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to win the division. Well, I had them win the division, I should say. I don't know if they're going to win the division, but Right now, they're one spot behind the playoff. They're behind the Seattle Seahawks for 7th place to get that last playoff spot. So that's that's my takeaways, man. The Lions are starting to crumble. Not crumble, but you see they're not a contender. They're a pretender to me in my eyes. All right. The second game, man, my Commanders got straight embarrassed. Thanksgiving Day, like it's crazy. Cowboys crushed them 44-10. Sam Howell, again, what I say, 44 passes he dropped back to throw. No touchdowns. He ran for the only score, pick 6, the history record breaker to DeRon Bland. He threw the pick 6, telegraphed it. This dude just can't take his eyes off the receivers he want to throw the ball to. He doesn't know how to look the defenders off yet. Again, and the Commanders' defense, they just fired Jack Del Rio, but it's way too late. But their defense, again, just got crushed. I mean, 431 yards. Shit. First downs wasn't even really that bad. Time possession was more the Commanders, but Dak went off 4 touchdown passes, 22 or 32. Like I said, you don't have to throw the ball 40 times to win in the NFL, but it seems like these teams are in love with it. Eric Bieniemy especially, he's one of them. This is why I don't think he's going to get a coaching job, because he simply doesn't understand the scheme of the game and the flow of the game. Sam Howell was not Patrick Mahomes. Stop letting this dude throw the ball so many damn times. Run the ball. Run the damn ball. Nope, he doesn't do that. Look what happens. Kids getting killed. 4 more sacks yesterday, I'm supposed to say. I mean, listen, again, Commanders, this season's a wrap. Again, they fired Jack Del Rio, another staffer. Ron Rivera should have went with him. I don't understand what they took so long to do that anyway. They should have been did that. The defense has looked like this all season. They were never going to get better on the Jack Del Rio. It's soft shell coverage. The linebackers can't cover anybody. Come on, man. Cowboys just feasted on them because they're a bad team, basically. Commanders are a bad team. 4-8, season's over with. Listen, man. Time to do something different now. You got to figure it out. You're wasting away good careers, man, Commanders. But all right, that's my takeaways from that game. Then the last game, nightcap, 49ers went into Seattle and smashed on them. Basically, they only allowed 220 yards to the Seahawks. They say Geno Smith had a messed up elbow, whatever. You could probably tell. 18-27, 180 yards, a pick, no touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 3 catches. He only had 3 catches for 32 yards. Jackson Smith and Jigba had 2 catches for 41 yards. Kenneth Walker didn't play. He wasn't on the stat sheet, at least. Charbonneau, he only had 47 yards. I mean, Kenneth Walker's a guy. So they basically took the running game out, made him drop back to throw the ball. He couldn't do anything with it. He only, even like I said, he threw 27 times, which is normally a recipe to at least have a good showing or the offense to be balanced. Didn't matter yesterday. They got absolutely whooped. Again, Brock Purdy, 21-30. He on 21-30, like I said, 209 yards. He did throw a pick, but he threw a touchdown. But it was all about Christian McCaffrey, CMC, 19 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he went off. So basically, my takeaways from all 3 of those games, 2 teams can separate themselves as contenders. 1 team is a pretender. And the pretender, I mean, like I said, is the Lions. And they should be running away with this division. They're not. Green Bay's coming. I don't know if they're going to catch them for the division, but it could get closer than what it is now. Like I said, the Cowboys and the 49ers are contenders, definitely. They do what they're supposed to do to teams that are not as good as them. They whooped on them, smashed them. Yeah, those are my takeaways from that. All right. Now, before we move on to a little bit of college football, Tom Brady has some interesting things to say in regards to the NFL. I just talked about it. Hold on, let me play that video for you right now.
Your coach is complaining about their own player being tackled and not necessarily, why don't they talk to their player about how to protect himself? We used to work on the fundamentals of those things all the time. Now they're trying to be regulated all the time. Offensive players need to protect themselves. It's not up to a defensive player to protect the offensive player. A defensive player needs to protect himself. I didn't throw the ball to certain areas because I was afraid players were going to get knocked out. Mm-hmm. That's the reality. Wow. I didn't throw it to the middle when I played Ray Lewis because you knock him out of the game and I couldn't afford to lose a good play. I think there's a lot of mediocrity in today's NFL. Yeah. I don't see the excellence that I saw in the past.
Why not? Why not?
I think the coaching isn't as good as it was. I don't think the development of young players is as good as it was. The rules have allowed a lot of bad habits to get into the actual performance of the game. Mm-hmm. So I just think the product, in my opinion, is less than what it's been. I think I look at a lot of players like Ray Lewis and Rodney Harrison and Ron.
All right. So you just heard from Tom Brady there. I mean, I tend to agree with him. definitely the NFL has gotten, I don't know if it's bad. I just think it's just the softness is coming to play where you can't, like I was at the Patriots game a couple weeks ago, and there was a call on the Commanders. He sacked Mac Jones. He didn't land on him. He sacked him, kind of rolled off, and they called a pass. They called a roughing the passer. It was a horrible call. And they called it a couple times last week. They've called it all season long. I think, I don't know. I wouldn't say, I think the bad practice, the lack of practice, the lack of hitting in practice, hitting each other with no pads has maybe made the game a little softer, more mediocre. But I just think it's just soft. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's bad. I just think it's soft. You know what I mean? It's more focused on the offense. So, and after the game is just softer. You know, and that's easy for me to say. I'm not out there hitting each other. So I don't know. But you listen to him say that. There's other players who played in the league back then that say that. And it's not about, again, picking on the young players or diminishing what's going on right now or what we're watching. It's just real. Like some of the calls we see is like, come on, that's not even it's not, again, I was just talking about it. Emmanuel Forbes got ejected from a game in Seattle. He hit a guy. Now, he didn't leave with his helmet, but his helmet did hit him. Helmet to helmet. Okay, but he led with his shoulder. They kicked him out the game for that. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I agree with Tom Brady. Like, NFL, again, no one's going anywhere. So the NFL is going to continue to do this because, again, like I said, when it comes to the NFL and everything else, it's becoming to what the commercial was with Tom Glavine and John Smoltz. Chicks dig the long ball. Again, if you don't get what I'm trying to say is fans. I'm not saying we're chicks, but I'm just trying to say is that was the point of the commercial where the girls are watching these guys hit home runs, and these guys are and John Smoltz and Tom Glavine were pitchers. Then they started hitting home runs. They were like, chicks dig the long ball. So what I'm saying is translate that into fans. Us as fans, we want to see the 70-yard touchdown. We don't want to see the 5-yard run, 5-yard pass. We don't want to see that. We want to see 50-yard touchdown. You know what I mean? We don't the big hit. We want to see the big hits too, but we want to see 70 to 50 games. The Dolphins put up 70 points on the Broncos. We want that, but we want the Broncos to put up 62. That's what we want. You know what I mean? The NBA, we want 130 to 115 games, or 130 point game. We don't want the 87 to 875 game or the 98 to 95, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's just you're stopping a defensive player and you're stopping the fundamentals, you know what I mean, basically from happening. You know, baseball, again, the long ball, they wanted the home run. They don't want the pitching. You know, nobody wants to watch a 2-1 World Series game. I do. I don't mind a 98-90 game, 100, even if it's 105, 103. I don't necessarily always want to see 144 to 140. That means no defense is getting played at all. At all. And at the end of the day, the NBA, football, whatever, the defensive players pride themselves on defense. That's their job, is to stop the other team. Now, in the NBA, of course, you do both. You play offense, you score, and you have to stop them from scoring. Football, you only do one thing. You score, your defense comes on and stops them. You know, I think they've made it more softer to where they want scoring, you know? And that's what's made the game less like, sometimes which is not watchable. There hasn't been great games. You know, last weekend was a pretty good, I think it was the weekend with the Commanders when they lost to the Seahawks. So not this week that just passed, the weekend before that. That was a good weekend of football. Games coming down to the wire, field goals at the end. But other than that, NFL hasn't put together strings of where it's like, this week was great. This week, boom, it was just good game. Not really, you see this game was good. This game was good. It's just because football. Football's king. Football's always going to dominate naturally. But I agree with what Tom Brady's saying, man. It's definitely watered down. Things like they got to let him play a little more defense, man. They got to let him be more physical. Practices maybe have to get tougher. You know, I'm not saying bring back 2-a-days because, again, I ain't out there. I don't know if I want to be in that heat, you know, in the summertime. 2-a-days all damn day. But something to make this game a little better. You know what I mean? For real. I definitely agree with Tom Brady, though. If you agree to, remember, like, subscribe, share. Definitely give me your comments. I appreciate them all. I can take them all, man, baby. You know what I mean? That's what we do. You know what I mean? My skin tough. Anyway, all right. Now let's get into what I'm looking forward to, this college football. MO, you know what? Almost forgot. College football rankings came out this week. The college football playoff rankings came out this week. Of course, you know they played my team. They played Florida State. They moved them down. And they tried to say it wasn't because of the injury to Jordan Travis. Rest up, Jordan Travis. He broke his leg, broke his ankle basically in the game against North Alabama. They try to say that's not it. That's why Washington jumped them, but we know that's why. Because Florida State scored 52 more points or 58 more points. They wound up beating them 58-13. I get it was North Alabama. I get it. Washington played a better opponent. They beat a very good Oregon State team, but Oregon State was driving. They got stopped. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Florida State, not because they're my team, I don't think they should have been moved down because simply they're undefeated too. What did they do to get moved down? You put the backup in, he scored 58. They scored 58 consecutive points. It doesn't matter who it's against. That's good. That's damn good to me. You know, they played Florida State. So now Florida State's got kind of a little bit of an uphill climb, but we'll see what happens this week. That leads me to, again, the rankings, as we expected, Georgia number 1, Ohio State number 2, Michigan number 3, Washington 4, Florida State 5. Okay. All right. I got it. I like it. I think so. What I'm basically looking forward to, that leads me to what I'm looking forward to this week for games wise. Again, let's say to close out what I'm about the rankings. I think it's kind of a sham, man. Like I think they should have really kept Florida State where they're at. Not because they're my team, but because they didn't do nothing to lose it. They lost their best player, their quarterback, and okay, but they still went on to score 58 points. They should still be there, But all right. So the games I'm looking forward to this week, though, definitely Oregon. Oregon has a chance. They win it today. They win tonight. They play in Oregon State. They win tonight. They play Washington. If they beat Washington, I think Oregon's in, Washington's out. But I think I would put them both in just to shake it up because I think both of them deserve to be in. I mean, Oregon, listen, man, they got the second total offense, 16th on defense. But Oregon State, what was Oregon State on defense? Let me see. Where we at, Oregon State? I think Oregon State's about, 10th, 15th defense? Yeah, so I like that game. I think I'm looking forward to that game tonight. But that's not the game. Obviously, tomorrow, my team, Florida State, Tate Rodemaker. He's a junior. He's only thrown for 376 yards, 5 touchdowns. Obviously, mop-up duty. Some of them, and obviously a bunch of them came. A lot of that production came last week. So we're going to see what he's going to do. He's a junior. He's been there. He knows this offense. I like what's going on here. I really do. And Florida, for all that, is 93rd in points and yards allowed. So we should be able to move the ball on them. You know what I mean? Florida State's top 25 in defense. I like it. 16th total offense. So we should be able to handle our business. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Can Tate Rodemaker take us to the promised land? We win this game. We beat Virginia. We beat Louisville. I don't think they shouldn't keep Florida State out. Florida State should jump them. Period. Because at the end of the day, my other game I'm looking forward to, Michigan, Ohio State, one of them's going to lose tomorrow. And whoever loses tomorrow, they eliminated from the CFP. That's it. That's it for them. You know what I mean? But this should be a rock fight. Michigan is number 1 in offense. Ohio State is number 3 Michigan's number 1 in defense. Ohio State is number 3 in defense. Listen, so this might be a low-scoring game. Take the under from y'all, man. Take the under, man, if y'all betting. Shout out to FanDuel. If y'all betting, take the under definitely on that. And offensively, they're both middle of the pack in the nation. Michigan's 50th, Ohio State's 30th. So it's definitely going to be a rock fight, 17-10, if that. Then I got the last game I'm looking forward to is, like I said, aforementioned Washington State against Washington. I mean, Washington hosting Washington State. I mean, listen, Washington State is 7 total offense, but Washington State ain't no slouch in passing. They're 4th. Cam Ward's got about 3,400 yards, 22 touchdowns, 5 picks. Obviously, Michael Penix Jr., he has a chance to throw for 4,000. He's about 300 yards away from 4,000 yards, 36.95. He'll probably get that. And my man Romeo Dunze, 1,200 yards receiving. Washington can score. Washington State can score. This might defensively. I mean, what are they? They're both in the 90s. Washington State's 93rd, Washington 97th. So this might be a 55-56. This might be the game that I'm talking about. Everybody want a 77-70 game. You might get that. You might get that tomorrow night out in Seattle. So those are the 3 games. Those are the games I'm looking forward to the most. Now, here's my locks, y'all. So like I said, I'm going all big game. Going big game, big ranking. This is what I'm going for. Big money. Ohio State +3 at Michigan. I got Louisville -7.5 at Kentucky. LSU -11.5 Texas A&M. Alabama, -13 at Auburn. And I got Washington, -15.5, hosting Washington State. That's who I got. So that's who I got. Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping, again, I don't want to hope because I rooted for against these teams. I want LSU to win, definitely. And I want LSU. Yeah, I want LSU to win, and I want Louisville to win because that strengthens Florida State's case. Definitely Louisville, because then if Louisville beats Kentucky, and then we beat Louisville, or Florida State beats Louisville, Louisville's a top 10 team. There you go. That's another top 10 win because Florida State beat LSU when they were number 5 the first week of the season. It doesn't matter what they are now. They were number 5 then, and we smashed them, straight smashed them. So yeah, need schedule. You know what I mean? Strengthen your schedule up because that's just how it is. Next year probably is going to be a little different because it's going to be 12 teams, so it's going to be all crazy. All right, now the NFL games I'm looking forward to. Steelers, their new offensive coordinator. Because Matt Kennedy just got fired. That game against the Bengals without Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow obviously out for the season with that torn ligaments in his wrist. Looking to see how Jake Brown is going to do. It's going to be a good one. Interesting game there. Steelers, they're in the playoff mix. I don't know how, because they've been outgained in every damn game they played. Yet they have a winning record and they're in the playoff mix. Interesting to see how that is, because if Kenny Pickett is still hot, you know what? Without hot garbage, without his coordinator, still, then it ain't just all Matt Canada. Don't get me wrong, Matt Canada's been horrible, but yeah, it won't be on him. It won't be on. You can't really say it about him if Kenny Pickett is really still that bad. Next game, looking forward to Jaguars. The time is now, hosting the Texans. No, that's at Houston. The time is now, Jaguars. If you're a contender, you got to beat this team. And the Texans, if they win, they're going to the playoffs. Again, I had the Texans winning like 3 games. But if they win this thing, CJ Stroud, listen, man. He's top 5 MVP voting. He might win He's going to probably win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's definitely going to win it. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say that. D'Amico Ryans is definitely Coach of the Year right now. So, yeah, if the Texans win this game, they're going to the playoffs. Without a doubt. Other game looking forward to, Bills-Eagles. This is a show-me game for Buffalo. It's either going to be, if you don't beat this team, then I know you're not really going nowhere. You might want to think about, like I said, I've been saying it, maybe rebuilding this thing up. You're not ready for prime time. You're not ready to be a contender yet. This is a show-me game for Buffalo. Ravens-Chargers. Listen, this is it for Brandon Staley. They're 4-7. If they lose this game, they're 4-8. 4-7, 4-8, whatever it is. They lose this game, yeah, it's a wrap. It's over with. It's over with for them. Brandon Staley, you got it. And Brandon Staley shouldn't even leave the stadium. As soon as the game's over with, you fire Brandon Staley, and that's that. See you later. They should have did it, but yeah, definitely you got to do it. All right, here we go with my locks. So I got the Bengals +2. The Steelers. I got the Jags -1.5 at the Texans. I got the Browns. DTR +2.5 at the Broncos. Broncos are playing good, but I still got Browns defense. Browns defense is elite. That's it. It's elite. I got the Raiders +9 hosting the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will bounce back, but I think the Raiders are going to keep it close. Chiefs offense just isn't good enough to separate from anybody. And then I got the Bills +3 at this. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but I'm doing it one more time. I got the Bills +3 at the Eagles. That's it. It's now or never, Buffalo. Get it done. Let's get it done. All right, we coming from the break. My man Pac-Man going to join us. Y'all stick and stay. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. Fanatical Massholes.
Let's go.
They slept on me.
Platinum.
Guess what? We coming back at you. Sure will. We ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line, y'all.
I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. As a motherfucking beat drop.
Welcome back. Fanatical Massholes Show. Boy Bizzo joining me right now. This familiar face. You don't need no introductions. My boy Arla Wren, aka Pac-Man. So if you hear me say that, that's Pac-Man. Host of the Straight Drop Viral Podcast. Y'all check it out. It's on YouTube. They give you the unadulterated, well, how about this? Unedited, you know what I'm saying? Unapologetic, raw feelings on everything, all the goofy shit that's going on out here, you know what I mean? The hip-hop world all over. They gonna give it to you. That's where you go get it from. My boy, obviously Pac-Man, boy my boy Lex, Insane Lex, Dirt. You know what I'm saying? So rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you joining me, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you know what we do here. We're gonna get a little more sports and we're gonna get into some other shit, some other stuff ourselves. So NBA, shout out to let me pull this story up real quick. So shout out to Fadeaway World Sports. NBA got the most loved players every NBA team, Pax. I'm gonna run through it real quick. Here we go. DeJounte Murray for the Atlanta Hawks. I say Trae Young because Trae. I get when it comes to love, but Trae Young may averaging 20 and 10, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Double. Nah, I'm going Trae Young. Celtics, Jason Tatum. No argument there. The Nets, Mikal Bridges. That's my team. I got a couple dudes that I kind of like, but yeah, it's Mikal Bridges. I got you. The Hornets, Terry Rozier. I would have said, what's my man? I would have said LaMelo, but I get it. Terry Rozier, you got it. I ain't gonna argue. DeMar DeRozan, nah, I'm going Zach LaVine, man. Zach LaVine, that's who I'm going with. You know what I mean?
DeMar cool though. I'm good. DeMar was on it, yeah.
Okay, so you with that? All right? So you with that? Okay.
They probably say he's like the face of the team, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, listen, he's smooth with the mid range. I got it. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I'm gonna go with Zach. All right, cool. Yeah, so moving on. Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland. I'm cool with it. I know a lot of people want to say Donovan Mitchell, but I'm cool with Darius Garland. Mavericks, Luka, of course. Why would it be anybody else? Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, of course. Pistons, where I went with Jalen Duren, man. He's having a double-double. He's second-year rookie. They say Kay Cunningham. Kay Cunningham's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He can score. He get his, you know what I mean? He's averaging 21 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. But man, his plus minus is bad. But at the same time, I'm cool with my man Jalen Duren. So who else we got here? All right. Warriors, Steph Curry, of course. Another one I disagree with, the Rockets, Fred Van Fleet. I'm going with Jalen Green. I'm taking him over him as far as like a fan favorite. If I'm a fan of that team, that's who I'm going with, Jalen Green. 19 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Clippers, they got Kawhi. Nah, man, I'm going Paul George, man. I don't know about you. Paul George will be me. If I'm a fan favorite,
Paul George.
I'm going to take Paul George, man. 25 and 6. I'm taking Paul George all day. Lakers, we know it's LeBron. Why we even got to ask that? The Grizzlies, Jared Jackson Jr. Yeah, everybody wants to say Ja, but Ja's not there right now. So I'm going to go with Ja. I'm going to go with Jaren Jackson. Let me see who we got. So we got Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, of course.
Jimmy Bucket.
The Bucks, Giannis, of course. Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, of course. You can't dispute that. Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. Somebody want to say Zion, but nah, it's Brandon. Zion ain't been there. He ain't been there. New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. Yup. Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Yup. Orlando Magic, Pablo Banchero. Yup. Joel Embiid, 76ers, of course. Who else is going to go? Now, this one's weird. The Phoenix Suns took Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's your favorite. He just got there 3 months ago. Over Devin Booker? Like, yo, you say, what? What? Over Devin Booker? Nah, come on, man.
They think he about to take over or something.
Hey, hell no. Devin Booker, man. 28 and 6. Nah, hell no. Devin Booker. That Bradley Beal ain't even playing. Man, got a bad back. He ain't even playing. Portland Trailblazers, man. They got Anthony Simon. Cool, but I like Scoot Henderson, man. You know, Scoot's been injured and he been back with the G League. I'm going with my man Scoot Henderson. And then who we got? The Kings, De'Aaron Fox, yup. The Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, of course. I mean, even though he's a rookie, the man, he's already like, you know what I mean? He's already a star and he's 7'7". You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you think of the Spurs, you think of him. Victor
Wembanyama. Yep. Toronto Raptors, Scotty Barnes, yup. Utah Jazz, Lloyd Marketing. I'm cool with that. And then the Wizards is crazy. They got Tyus Jones. Now, I'm gonna go with Kyle Kuzma, but they going with Tyus Jones. It's definitely ain't Jordan Poole though. Jordan Poole's a bozo. You know what I mean? Like he's all the way out of pocket. There's something wrong with Jordan Poole. But I'm going with Kyle Kuzma on that one. Yeah, it's a crazy list, man. But shout out to I like the list, but I think they do that. Like I said, they do that to just be messing around with people, man, and get people talking.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them. Good list. All right.
Clickbait.
Clickbait. Yes, sir. Clickbait. Clickbait. All right. Next topic. Pac-Man. Do you remember where you were the night of the Malice to the Palace?
Do I know where I was? I think I was at probably 3Gs.
Okay. All right.
Probably.
I was at I was watching the game. I was watching it live when it happened. Like I was watching it. Pistons was up big. I mean, no, Pacers was up big. They were winning the game. Then that foul happened. And you see him going to the stands. And, you know, when the cup came down, I was like, yo, that was just thinking about it. Like, because I'm not saying it changed sports. It didn't change sports. It wasn't like, oh, yo, but it was at the time, that was all everybody talked about for like a week straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a
monumental moment.
Right. It was a moment like, yo, these Dave's in the stand because, yo, it went in the stand. They were banging out. Fans came down to the floor. They were banging out. Like, it was just.
It was bedlam.
It was crazy. Crazy,
it was
crazy.
Talking about
like,
it for days. On every
talking about it for days.
Platform.
Looking back on it, what do you think about it, though? Like, what now? Like, what memory, what do you think? Do you think it had a lasting effect on the NBA? Do you think they still look at the NBA players looking like that? Obviously, they look like us. So they obviously look, you know what I mean? How do you think? What do you think?
I don't think it had a lasting effect. I think it's a moment stamped in time that people will go back and look at it, but I don't think it had an effect on the NBA. Because if it did, they would have some rules implied for it or some type of, you know what I mean? Something that we could say right now is going on because of that fight. But I think that I'm not gonna say an epic moment, but it's a memorable moment that when you think of fights or any type of brawls in the NBA, that one right there is gonna come to the forefront of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think it played a crucial moment in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it didn't alter the NBA. It made people look at them. It definitely made people look at them worse. But like you said, it was a real bad moment. But it was a moment where you always think about. So you always remember, oh man, that happened. You know what I mean? It's not some stuff where you be like, you think about like, yo, damn, these dudes really banging with fans.
I think even people that's not even in the basketball remember that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a moment. It was definitely a moment. So that's what I think about it. Like, oh, snap. It's definitely, like you said, it's not one of those where you like, you remember every week. But you remember when they bring it up, you're like, oh, I remember that. Yo, that was crazy. I remember that. Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was definitely a moment. And I just think NBA is trying to move away from it. That's why they try to implement the dress codes and, you know, they try to, you know, get it more fan friendly and all the other stuff. And they, you know, they're also being more harsh on fans. You know, a fan act up, you know what I mean? They say anything crazy. Players gonna point at, yo, him. He out. Him did it. You know what I mean? He gotta go. Get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's I think, I don't think it did much. I just think it's just a stamp in time we're always gonna remember. Hopefully it never happens again. All right. Moving on. So now let's get into some pop culture type stuff. Back. I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Our brotherhood depends on this question. Your answer here. Is Smooth Criminal the Michael? I seen this. Let me paraphrase it. Let me give you the backstory. I seen it somewhere where she basically I don't know if it's posted on Twitter, X I should say. Where someone put whoever the person, I ain't gonna play his old handle, whatever. Someone posted on Twitter, on X. In my opinion, it's my opinion that Smooth Criminal is a better video than Thriller. Pac-Man, what say you?
I say that the graphics are probably better because it came out a little later and it had more stuff available to them. But is it a better video? Certainly not, because the Thriller video is epic. It opened the doors for all other. It opened the doors for all other videos to be cinematic. You know what I'm saying? To be cinematic. That was the first video that you seen where they had a whole wardrobe. They had actors. They had scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now, the Smooth Criminal video, the dancing was better. It's because it was more advanced. They had more stuff available to them. This was like 8 years later. This was like what's 88? No, 4 5 years
Yeah.
later. About 5 6 years later. They have more technology available to them. The only thing they could do in the Thriller video was like the mask and everything, and they had more stuff available. More stuff
All right.
available. So
Yeah, I got you.
To me, I think the Thriller video was better, man, because of that. Because it was it's more epic, man. It was more. Yeah.
Look, yo, I'm in the minority here with him. I'm going with Smooth Criminal, bro. Like, yo, listen,
Because of the dance he was doing, he was leaning.
nah, nah. You know what? I always got to do that. I always had to do that lean where you lean forward. I used to always fall.
Yeah.
I would always fall. I just think, listen, Thriller came out in '83. Smooth Criminal came out in '87, right? And like you said, they were both. Thriller was a movie, so he did it first. So I get it. It's kind of like Jordan, LeBron. Everybody thinks LeBron's better, but a guy like me is like, well, Jordan did it first, so I'm going with Jordan. I get where you're coming from. Like, nah, this was first. Thriller came second. And like you said, Thriller had more advancements to it because more stuff came. You know what I mean? You had more at disposable with Smooth Criminal than you did with Thriller. No question. I agree with you on that. I definitely do. Thriller was a movie. Thriller's always going to be a moment. Like we said, we just talked about with this Malice to Palace. Thriller's going to be that. You always remember Thriller every couple seconds. Yo, Thriller. Yo, all right. Yeah. Thriller. I was only one when Thriller came out. You know what I'm saying? I was 5 when Smooth Criminal came out. So I'm just going Smooth Criminal because I like the whole everything on it. The dancing.
Thriller was so dope that I was scared of Thriller. I was scared. I remember being 4 years old, seeing that. I was scared. I was of it. I was 4 years old. I remember seeing that shit. I was scared, but I still want to watch it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a movie, man. And it was big. It was big because around that time you had Night of the Living Dead coming out, all that stuff coming out around that time. So it was, you know what I mean? It was dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the female they had in the video was bad. I just seen it. They did a where she rarely now shit, and she was
right.
They had her. Yeah, and she still looked the same.
Black don't crack. Yeah, man. Listen, yeah.
That's before Mike was that was before Mike was white.
No doubt. Yo, you dead wrong.
He was just starting his transition to white.
Yeah, he was.
No.
He had the Jerry curl and all. He had the Jerry curl and all that in the Thriller. Smooth Criminal, Smooth Criminal, he straightened his hair. He had the ponytail, whatever the case is, with the joint on. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just more of a Smooth Criminal guy. Oh, song and all that overall. That's just me. But yeah, listen. I want y'all comments, like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I know they're gonna curse me the hell out. They're gonna be like, man, you bugging, yo, you young. You must be young. You like Smooth Criminal better than Thriller. They're gonna be at me.
Smooth Criminal was dope because they not permitted, but basically permitted with the movie Moonwalker.
Yeah.
See Moonwalker, and they were showing the same way they showed the Thriller shit. They showed the Thriller on Moonwalker, but they showed the making of the Smooth Criminal video on Moonwalker too. You know what I'm saying?
They had the 2 little kids in the Smooth Criminal video, and you know what I mean. Yeah, it was definitely, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it was dope.
They had a video game for that shit.
Yup. Yeah. All right. Next topic. Yo, you want to hear some crazy shit back? Yo, there's people in Toronto renting out their beds, the other half of their beds, due to the housing market prices.
Damn.
What's up? Like, what? Are you serious right now? Like, somebody put, and it's on Instagram. Shout out from Instagram. My mixtapes. Somebody put in the comments, we call it prostitution in the States. You rent out half of your bed. So I'm just saying. So are you renting it out to females? Is a male renting out to a female? Female renting out to a male or whatever? I'm just saying. However you do is your business. But
who is the person renting them? That's the question. I'm not renting nobody's. I don't even know what type. If you take showers, if you change your sheets.
Half my bed. I mean, do we got a California king? Like, is it a California king? Is there some type of deluxe triple king where you can say, all right, it's half my bed, but it's really, you know what I mean? Like, I got a king. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sleeping in bed
like,
with nobody I don't know.
like if we,
Unless,
you know what I
unless,
mean?
she's,
Like,
unless she's a bad female, and I still ain't
right.
renting a bed. You got to let me sleep in there for free, baby. I ain't renting no bed from you.
Yo, that's bozo. I'm talking about when I say bozo, that's bozo with a bozo with a
Yeah,
bozo, bro.
Bozo-esque.
Yeah, man. Yo, all right. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Next ones though. So now we started getting some. Speaking of that, start getting into my little rants and shit, man. So one thing I'm ranting about, my man Shaq Leonard, he was cut from his team, the Colts, right?
Yeah.
He was cut on his day off, like Craig. They fired him on his day off. He still had the presence of mind. He's not presence of mind. He still did the honorable and noble thing and passed out turkeys like he normally does. What does that say about the team? Like, yo, bro, not even that he did that, but just the fact you did it on his day off. You couldn't have said, you know what, let's let this week play out and then we'll let him go. Like, yo, for real, bro.
I mean, they fired him on his day off.
Yeah,
What'd he do?
Nothing. He just wouldn't get no playing time, and they got a bit. They feel like they want to go in a different direction. They like the guy that's, they like the linebacker that's in front of him. You know what I mean? They think he's playing better. See what I'm saying?
They probably they send him an email, like a breakup, like a text, like a breakup text.
Yeah, man. He was out doing it. He was out passing out turkeys when they told him. Like, yo, that's crazy. I don't know if you watched any of the halftime shows of the games last night.
Oh, Jack Harlow.
He was trash. Sorry, yo, that shit was garbage.
Jack Harlow got a bad rap. I don't know why, man, but I didn't see it, but I seen the comments about it and everything.
It just wasn't inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't inspiring. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Jack Harlow fan. I don't go listen to his music. I ain't knocking him though. He getting his money. Get your bag. Cool. That's what's up. You know, I don't think I saw it. I turned it like I'm good. It was during the Lions game. I got up.
I think he's a talented young man. I just don't think he's not the type of person to do shows, or even when people try to interview him, he's not a good interviewer because he's not he's not a personable person. He's not I don't know he's not a charismatic type of person. He even did a movie. He even did a movie, White Men Can't Jump, and he wasn't that good in it. So I don't think he's like I said, I don't think he's a charismatic person. So maybe he's not just like Nas back in the day. They said Nas didn't do that many shows like that because you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people are not good performers. They might know how to write shit. Excuse my language. They might know how to write and talented at rapping, but just because you can do that don't mean you're a good performer. You know?
Yeah. Listen, man, I'm with you. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm with you. Like, I just don't. It wasn't inspiring. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's good, but it wasn't inspiring. Now Dolly Parton went on, and everybody thought she killed it. Look, listen, I'm not trying to do this to Dolly Parton. I'm really not. I'm not trying to do this, but I didn't see it like that. I thought it was cool.
What song she doing? I'm working 9 to 5.
Yeah, she did it. She did the 9 to 5. She did 9 to 5.
How did I know?
She did
Kitty's all in the air.
She did a cover ballad. She covered some songs. I forgot whose song she covered. Anyway, I forgot. Yo, my bad. I forgot. It was a good show though. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a good show. It was like, yo, I felt not bad. I was just like, yo, she all right? Because she's holding on to the wall the whole time. She wasn't really moving. She wasn't there. But that's what I'm
90 years old.
She's 77, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, nah, man. Like, look, if you can move around, cool. But if you can't, you gonna hold up the wall? Nah, man. You can't do that. We can't have Dolly Parton doing that, man.
I wouldn't expect too much out of a 77-year-old anyways.
Right.
I mean, she with an oxygen tank and some more shit and a cane.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just didn't think. I thought they could have did a little better. Again, I'm not knocking Dolly Parton, but everybody was trying to make it seem like it was a good show. Nah, it wasn't a good show. I don't think it was good. I wasn't like, oh, go ahead, Dolly. Cool. Nah, I'm cool. Yeah. No disrespect to Dolly Parton. I'm cool though. I'm cool on that. I mean, I am. All right.
I think people said it was a good show probably because they know that she's 77 years old and they know that it's not, you couldn't respect that it was good that she got up there at that age and still performed. That's probably why people still gave her some props, you know.
No doubt. She holding on the wall though. At least don't hold on to the wall. Like like I'm saying, like, you know, she wasn't dancing or nothing. Don't get me wrong. She wasn't even really moving. She was just kind of, you know, singing and just kind of holding on to the wall. Like, again, I'm not trying to disrespect Dolly Parton,
She's
man. I'm not.
77 years old, man.
I know. I'm just saying. Then don't go up there. Then that's all I'm saying. Don't go up there. Then. All right. Last one before we get up out of here. My bozo though is the security guard who tried to stop the head coach of the Packers, Matt LaFleur, from going into the locker room. Bro, what are you doing? Like, he's a coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was running to the locker room. The security guard tackled him. Like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Like, what you do?
That was probably his last game too.
Yeah. Yeah. That is like
next time you see you securing something, you're gonna be at the mall, brother.
Like that word. Yo, you are out of a job. Like, bro, you are fired. You are fired. That's a fireable offense. You're gonna tackle the coach, the head coach of an opposing team running into the locker room. You thought you was gonna help the Lions by doing that? Come on, bro. You out your damn mind doing that craziness. Yeah, he's a bozo. That security guard, you're a bozo. I don't know your name. Do we have his name here? Let me see if I can find it. Nope. I don't got the man's name, but whoever you are, man, you're a bozo.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Year, not the week, the year.
Bozo of the year. You are gonna end out this year on a bozo every single week, every single time I talk about it. You are a straight bozo. All right, yo, Pac, what you got going on, though, man?
Man, you know what
got going on this week. What's on this week? What's on this week's episode?
Oh, this week we talking about what are we talking about? We talking about Andre 3000, crazy ass. That album we just dropped, man. And we're gonna be talking about Diddy again, because he caught another issue.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Two of them. You see the one we out Aaron Hall now?
Nah.
There's another allegation from 1990. A girl got him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, but there was another one with a girl 91 or something like that.
Oh, no, I'm talking about 91 joint then. Damn, he got another one from 90?
Yeah, he did. It just came out like yesterday or today. Yo, Aaron Hall, yup. Some girl got it mixed up with Aaron Hall, saying him and Aaron Hall sexually assaulted or something like that. Yup. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's getting the Me Too movement's coming back, man. I'm not disrespecting it. I'm just saying it's that wave is coming back. So they coming with a bunch. They're gonna get him, and I
said it the other day. I said, watch a bunch of more females jump out the bushes now. Because Cassie done opened the floodgates. That's how we usually go though with these entertainers. One person say something, and then now a bunch of other people want to come out of nowhere when they should have came out a long time ago. Like, right. Come on, why somebody else got to say something? You say something.
No doubt. Yeah, it's coming. It's crazy, man. Listen, man, y'all check out his show. Straight drop viral. Backman, Insane Lex, Dirt. You know what I mean? It's one of the best shows out. Y'all peep it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, unapologetic, unfiltered, giving you that realness about the people that are doing goofy shit out here. They calling them out. Somebody's got to call it out. You know what I mean? And my brother's over there is doing it. Check them out every Wednesdays, 6 p.m. You know what I mean? On YouTube.
Make sure y'all keep supporting Fanatical Massholes too, man. The best sports show on the web right now.
Appreciate it. Yo, listen, Pac, man, appreciate you jumping on. You already know I'll be on your show popping on. I was actually on the show last week. You know what I mean? Last weekend, you know what I mean? We talked about it, so y'all catch us.
Dropping. He's on a new episode dropping.
I'm on a new episode that just dropped, so check that out. But either way, check it out regardless I'm on it or not. I'm going to keep plugging them, supporting my brothers, you know what I'm saying? We doing things out here. We coming. You know what I mean? The game's open, so we coming. You know what I mean? Listen, happy Thanksgiving weekend. Keep eating turkey. Yo, Pac, love, bro. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all. It's been the Fanatical Massholes show. Remember, like, subscribe, share, support, comment. Shout out to all our sponsors, Big Belly Barbecue, Young Fly Forever. Yo, we out, man. Y'all have a good weekend.
They slept on me. Platinum. Guess what? We coming back at you. Show them we ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line, y'all.
I'm cross the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. I'ma go out there.